Recording in progress.
Guys, start switching your cameras on. Hi guys.
Hi,
Camera.
ma'am.
Hello. Okay. How was your day? Have any of you guys broadly decided? I mean, I know Part sent me something yesterday, but मैंने ना actually सुना नहीं. But have you guys decided your brands yet?
No, ma'am, not yet.
Hmm.
Because there are exams, so everyone thinks that we should do it after exam.
चलो ठीक है. Cool. Anyway, we have to do a little bit of a module on copywriting tips and tricks. Okay. But it's not only for copywriting. Usually, like, I mean, theek hai, it's like copywriting also. But my point is that everybody has a different, everyone has a different style of content or a different type of content that they like to use. For example, um, some people might like writing blogs, some people might like making videos. Harshita saying, "Ma'am, we want to make WhatsApp group for project work, but we don't have number of the members." लास्ट 5 मिनट्स में तुम लोग अपने नंबर्स एक्सचेंज कर लेना, ठीक है? Anyway, if you guys are wondering why I open you guys to text each other, actually, can you guys text each other? You can't, na? One time someone was like saying something rude about me and they sent it to me only. So I don't want to like start anything. Okay. It wasn't even that rude, whatever. I could be meaner. But jo bhi hai. So ठीक है. Now we have to, like, mainly when I'm talking about copywriting, you guys can incorporate it in any type of content. So अपना like जो भी मन है ना थोड़ा open सा रखना. ठीक है. So basically now with the constant demand for more quality content and the growing need for effective copywriting, copywriting which actually attracts visitors and to leads and customers, you need to actually start consistently producing powerful, high quality copy, and that's actually quite tough, right? So, like to help you actually avoid burnout, beat the writer's block, and ultimately get more results, I'm going to be telling you about some tips and tricks that you guys can like use. Okay. So, first is definitely doing more research. Okay. पहले तो यार कैमरास ऑन करो करो ना करो ना करो ना करो ना करो ना श्रुति मेहर निशा राठौर विनीत अदिति ध्रुव I'm getting my camera. I'm getting my laptop. It'll take me 30 seconds and your camera should be on in the meantime. Okay? Okay. Now, all the copywriting and advertising greats know the value of research, okay? And you basically need to stuff your conscious mind with information so you have plenty to work with when you're actually producing something, okay? And now the thing is that the best copywriters are actually the most tenacious researchers, okay? Tenacious means people who don't like give up easily, okay? So like miners, they dig, they drill, they dynamite and chip it until they have carloads of valuable ore, which is basically, the information that you need. Okay, and the more information you have, the more possibilities you can play with, and that's really simple. It's like I think I probably discussed this with you, right? It's like if can anyone tell me about like a recent trending topic? Any topic which has been trending recently or is in the news. Oh. Anybody?
Squid Game.
Squid Game, okay, ठीक है. अब मैंने Squid Game personally वैसे actually देखा नहीं है, but how about has anyone watched You? Okay, tell me something that we, like all of us would have watched. Okay, like let's talk about Shershaw or something. Okay, which I guess everyone. ये पार कितने गंदे गंदे looks देते हो तो ठीक है. So Shershaw, ठीक है. I'll tell you why. So now you can either talk about Shershah's like portrayal in the movie. If this person did it justice, you can do a review or whatever, or you can go into like the deeper story of Vikram Batra, or you can actually look at the other people who fought alongside Vikram Batra. But the more that you research, the more you drill, the more stories you will have to explore, the more things you will have to like write. Okay, so I think there was like a movie based on Kargil in 2000, like no, not 2003. हाँ शायद 2003 में रिलीज पता नहीं कुछ हुआ था उसमें ना अभिषेक बच्चन played Captain Vikram Batra. Now I haven't personally seen the movie, but that was mainly made around the Kargil war. However, the recent movie Shershaw was particularly made on Vikram Batra's life, right? So I'm just saying, the more, now think about it. पहले Kargil war के बारे में बनाया, but then someone delved in deeper and deeper, and then they created content out of a guy's life. Okay, so you guys can probably find another guy and like research about him. So I'm just saying, okay, the importance of research, because you'll have more things to play with. Okay, then you can obviously add more interest into your copy. Okay, so when you basically don't know what to write next or how to make your draft better, one copywriting hint is to actually add content. Okay, you can actually tell the truth but make the truth fascinating, because you can't bore people into buying your product. ठीक है, कोई नहीं खरीदेगा. You can only interest them into buying it. So how do you make your copy more interesting and fascinating? Copy means like the written material that you write. How do you make it more interesting?
By making it related to the people.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, what else?
Suspense, something to create like
What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
suspense to like make people read it. So it will create the interest in reading it till the end.
You can do that also. What else? Paridi, you were saying something? Paridi? Paridi? Were you saying something? Okay. Anybody else, Bharti? You want to say something? चलो कोई बात ठीक है. So basically, firstly, you can make it a little bit more scannable and visually appealing. Okay. I think I explained this concept to you like before many times. It's about the visual appeal also, which really matters. Okay. Now, let's just say that there are two documents in front of me. I might have given this example before, so just bear with me. Okay. There are two documents in front of you. All right. One, they're both great documents. Okay, they're both greatly researched, but एक का मतलब research बहुत ही अच्छा है, like it goes beyond your imagination and you're like, okay, this is great, but the way that they've penned it down on paper, either maybe the grammar is quite like not that great, or maybe it's just the fact that it's not in paragraph form, maybe it's like all of it like in one paper, right? And the other thing is छोटे 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 पैराग्राफ्स हैं उसके. So now दोनों चीजें आती हैं हमारे सामने. Which one would you be more readily, like which one would you want to read more readily, right? The one obviously with the paragraphs, जहाँ लाइनें हैं, because चाहे दोनों 500 words के ही हो, okay, like both of them can be like 500 words long, but at the end of the day, it gives the impression that something's more neatly organized, something is lesser, and it's minimalistic, and that will actually attract your audience rather than scaring them off. So make sure that whenever you write a document, it's adequately spaced out. Okay. Then you should use your distinct personality or your unique selling proposition. I think we discussed unique selling proposition before as well. Okay, what is a unique selling proposition? I'm sure we've discussed this before. USP. नहीं की क्या हमने, मानसी नहीं किया हमने? किया यार, क्या बात कर रहे हो? चलो ठीक है, अगर नहीं किया होगा तो करते हैं फिर से. What is a unique selling proposition?
Unique style of selling particular product.
No, not really. It's basically कर लिया गूगल सर्च जल्दी से गूगल सर्च कर लिया. घटिया हुआ. प्रीति नहीं, कीर्ति ने. और प्रीति को हाँ मतलब जो भी I said that Paridhi will go for Kirti stuff because Kirti whatever ठीक है जो भी. Can I ask you something? Is your name Kirti or is it Yadav? Sorry, it's not Yadav. Is it something else? So it's Kirti only because I thought you have like a 3-word name. Acha, I thought I read your name somewhere. It was something Kirti Yadav, I thought. Do you have any other additional name to this name?
Yes,
What is it?
Vishal. It's Vishal.
Okay, so it's Vishal Kirti Yadav or Vishal Yadav?
No. At home is Vishal and only for studies it is Kirti. Only for studies.
Ah,
Hmm.
okay. ठीक है. But क्योंकि आप यहाँ study कर रहे हो तो हम भी आपको कीर्ति बुलाएंगे. ठीक है. Now, friends. And by any chance, have I made you guys see the iPhone 12 ad? You've seen the iPhone 12 ad? But have I showed it to you guys? अपने आप से. पक्का you're sure about this. Okay, I'm going to show you that also. Okay. So anyway, moving on, a unique selling proposition is something about a particular product which distinguishes it from the others. Okay, and since I've already explained this concept before, I'll use similar examples. Okay, how does Uber distinguish itself from a regular taxi cab? What is Uber's unique selling proposition? Okay, the fact that it's convenient, okay, online booking, more easily, readily available, security, safety factor, then बहुत सारे ऐसे options हैं, okay, and fast options हैं that if you want to affordable, yes, if you want to travel intercity, if you want to go to the airport, if you want the auto, if you want the like luxury cars, if you want big car, if you have जो भी है, ठीक है, you get it. So I think the luxury wala thing is more in Uber abroad. I don't know यहाँ इतना क्या scene है. Yeah, easily accessible. So that is the unique selling proposition of Uber. So as whatever company, for example, if you're Nika, okay, no rejection. Paridhi, I wish I could say that, but I mean you're kind of right. Rejection, no rejection है Uber में. But the thing is, आजकल ना ये Uber drivers they've started calling you beforehand. No, you know what, Parth? It's not even like that. It's even worse than what you're saying. The situation is so bad that they'll ask you where do you want to go. It's not suitable to them. They'll be like, "Ma'am, cancel. Aap cancel." And then you're like, I want to go. Why should I cancel? And then they'll be like, नहीं आप cancel कर दो. And then they want you to cancel. The thing they know that you have to get somewhere, so you will have to like bloody cancel this trip to book another one.
Sometimes they also get abusive also, ma'am. So then it will affect the brand. Frustration होता है ना कि ड्राइविंग कर रहे हैं पहले ही रोड से सुनना पड़ता है कस्टमर से भी.
हाँ ये भी है. Wait, what? Yeah, like they can rate us, right? But like, oh yeah. So okay, Uber.
Like if the driver drives rashly or anything negligent driving, you can complain also.
Because it wants to actually at the same time Uber wants to show the people that we really care about our people and inka work culture bahut acha hai, which is again another unique selling proposition of theirs, which keeps their drivers in check as well as their customers. But the point that I'm trying to make, like the previous point, is that kind of irrelevant, but it's like really bad because every time you cancel a ride, right? So Uber charges you a cancellation fee of around like $40 because it's like, now you wasted the time of my driver with na fuel वगैरह करके आया यहाँ, blah blah blah. So you have to like compensate for that. But the point is, your driver bloody refused me. Why the hell should I pay? I'm just saying this happened multiple times with me, so now I'm just irritated. So I feel very strongly about this topic. But that's not the point. Good point, Parth. It tried to establish its own work culture and tried to show that it cares about its employees by adding this feature. Okay, that's a good feature. Okay. Now, moving on. Now,
में ऐसा भी नहीं होता है ना, एक मिनट, ऐसा भी होता है जैसे हम लोग वो राइड बुक किए हमने और वो हमारे पास आ जाता है, फिर हम लोग उसको बोलते हैं ऐप में से कैंसिल कर देंगे, तो हमको लेके जा और आधा पैसा लेता है कुछ।
क्या 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 फिर से बताओ।
मैम राइड बुक की हमने, वो आ गया है, कैंसिल कर देते हैं, तो वो बोलता है आपने कैंसिल कर दिया, चलो मैं
हाँ।
आपको है ना आधे पैसे में लेके चला जाऊंगा, ऐसा।
Shut up. Really?
यस मैम, होता है। उनको
और
थोड़ी रिक्वेस्ट करनी पड़ती है मैम कि भैया आप यहाँ तक तो आ गए हो, थोड़ा सा चल लो,
तो वो
ऐसा।
थोड़ी कर रहे हैं, ये तो आप कर रहे हो इतनी गंदी गंदी चीजें।
तो गंदी मैम कैसे गंदी?
मिडलमैन।
मैम वहां से उबर एलिमिनेट हो गया है, ऐसे बोल सकते हो।
हाँ तो वही तो, you're cutting off the middleman. You shouldn't do that actually. But ठीक है, सबको अपने खुद के जुगाड़ लगाने होते हैं. Who am I to say anything? ठीक है. Anyway, moving on. Let's just go ahead. ठीक है. So now there's also making it entertaining. So now basically, as long as humor furthers your goal, I would suggest that you should go ahead and use it. There are a couple of things that really sell in the market, and that's love and humor. ठीक है. यहाँ कोई बंदा नहीं है जिसका कभी हार्ट ब्रेक ना हुआ हो. कोई है वैसे जिसका कभी ऐसे दिल ना टूटा हो? कोई भी है? हाँ फरीदी, कुछ भी? You never had a crush? Never.
एक हार्ट ब्रेक नहीं हुआ,
But crush हुआ था.
हाँ हुआ था, बट ऐसे हार्ट ब्रेक नहीं, बिकॉज़ आई डोंट एक्सपेक्ट ना, आप एक्सपेक्ट करोगे तो हार्ट ब्रेक हो। जब पता है क्रश है नहीं मिलने वाला तो क्यों एक्सपेक्ट करोगे?
I'm not talking about a celebrity crush. I'm talking about a real
No, I'm
crush.
talking about a real normal human crush, but yeah, ऐसे हाँ, बट ऐसे एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया ना कि होगा कुछ, हार्ट ब्रेक नहीं हुआ।
I wish even I could do that. But anyway, that's. But you know what? मैंने वो crushes बनाने ही बंद कर दिए हैं जो unattainable हो. So you guys can also start doing that. But anyway, or we can just, okay, never mind. This is getting too much now. I'm just saying that mainly speaking, that everybody has gone through. Everybody relates with like particular emotions such as love, such as heartbreak, such as and generally, yeah, who doesn't like to laugh? Okay, like you will see one of, like, if we actually even search online what is the most famous like movie genre, it'll probably be drama, because सबकी life में कुछ ना कुछ ऐसे twist and turn होते हैं, and we like live for drama. हमारी इतनी गंदी आदत है ये ड्रामा वाली, तभी तो बिग बॉस इतना like चलता है. And anything like that, anything like controversial or this and that. Okay, so you can add interest like that. Then another thing is that you can incorporate some kind of controversy, right? How will you incorporate controversy? For example, in your headlines. In your headlines, guys, controversy. Okay, fine. I'll tell you. Actually, I did. Anyway, so basically the thing is, you can say something like, oh, okay, Aryan Khan is still in jail, and, oh, look at Aryan Khan ki hui chats leak, something, and then, matlab, and then you go to see, and then you're like, oh, what are the chats? Okay, find out what chats of Aryan Khan's got leaked, ऐसे जाओ. And then जब पढ़ते हो तो बस यही बता रहे होते हैं कि हाँ उसकी chats leak हो गई, but ये नहीं बताते कि कौन सी leak हुई है भाई, right? But my point being that they've just incorporated some kind of controversy कि हाँ ऐसा हुआ है, and that actually gets the audiences to come and read it for absolutely like no reason. Okay, and that's
This is
another
like
way.
unethical, right? This is like basically clickbait. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, it is like clickbaiting. You're absolutely right. Otherwise, if you don't want to clickbait, you can just, guys, okay, I'm going to finish what I'm saying and then I have to go to the washroom to wipe my hand. I started playing with mold anyway. Candle, like I just, whatever. It's like candle mold, but now it's like giving me a headache because it smells. Yeah. So now the thing is, clickbaiting is unethical, but it also depends on what kind of writer you want to be. Okay, you can either get your audiences through clickbait if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to, then up to you, right? But at the same time, you don't actually have to be clickbaiting. You can actually be sharing controversial gossip, but it's just that जो gossip है उसको headline में डाल दो. Headline भी छोड़ो. Generally, you can incorporate some kind of like controversy in general. Okay, like for example, if you're talking about if you're probably talking like talking about a weight loss plan, okay, and you want to like make it a little bit more controversial, then you can say that maybe you're talking about the size zero plan, then you can talk about Kareena Kapoor in it, and then like she got refused a movie or ye ho gaya ya wo ho gaya in your writing, because people love and they live for the drama. So it's not unethical. You're still reporting facts, right? Uh, and at the same time, you can tell stories. I have told you a million times that you can tell stories, and I don't think I need to like dive deep into it. I just really need to wash my hands or I might puke. One sec, guys. You guys have like a 1 minute break to drink water or whatever you want to do. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry for that thing. I don't even know why I did this. Oh, yucky. Guys, come back. Okay, आ जाओ. Okay. Now, again, we're talking about injecting personality. Let's dive deeper into this point. So, okay, wait, let me wait for other people to also come before I start blabbering. Divyashri, Anushika, Sunil, Manna, Parth, Rutuja, सब भाग के आ जाओ.
प्रेजेंट मैम.
ठीक है. So, okay, so every writer and every brand has their own unique voice, style, and a unique selling proposition, which is a USP. And having a sharply defined personality is the best way, and actually sometimes the only way to differentiate yourself from the competition and gain a larger market share. Right. So before publishing anything, you should make sure that it clearly demonstrates your brand personality, including your voice, your style, your word choices, your values, and USP, as well as matches your target audience's needs and desires. Okay. For example, what kind of a person is your brand looking at? Okay. Is your brand looking at someone who's really snooty? Okay. So someone who's like really like snooty in the sense, again, for luxury purchases. Okay. It means that if you see even on Instagram or something, if it's like LV or like Gucci or something, right? So उनका जब ads आएंगी आपको तो ऐसे आएंगी that Louis Vuitton invites you to check out their Instagram page or something like that. Okay, so they'll say something like that. Now, if you see other things, वो तो सीधा सीधा deals के साथ आ जाएंगे. This is a very formal, it's a very formal way of speaking, trying to say that we're like maintaining our distance. कि like तो मेरे best friend नहीं बन गए हो, right? So that's what like the luxury brands do, trying to say that like थोड़ा हमारे बीच में वो है, ठीक है? But someone like Zomato, okay, will go ahead and try to be your best friend and be like, "Hi, yaar, tum to best ho, yaar. You are the best people." Blah 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 blah. Try to diminish that. So I'm just saying that sometimes when you're a brand and there are other people in the market, the way you conduct yourself in front of other people is what can actually like really define you and make you unique from the other people, right? Like maybe the Android marketing versus the Apple marketing. Actually, I haven't seen this, but I want to check it out with you. Okay. Android versus Apple marketing. Let's go through this together. Okay. Wait. Okay, Apple versus Samsung. That's a good one. Okay. 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 So at the originals of conflict, the legal battle, I'm going to read this out. Okay. I want all of you guys to hear it because I'm also seeing it for the first time. Okay. So the legal battle between the two giants of the mobile market has been the starting point for a quarrel that has only increased over the years and product launches. Apple accused the South Korean company of plagiarism. Indeed, the Galaxy S2 looked too much like the iPhone 4, and the Galaxy Tab was visually similar to the iPad. Apple also accused him of having copied a lot of features and navigation methods. Then began a real patent war in which Apple has long been successful. The two companies have tried repeatedly to reach an amicable agreement to no avail. This legal fight is not inclined to close quickly. Sometime after the outbreak of hostilities, Samsung inaugurated its marketing strategy to highlight the main weakness of its California competitor Apple, for those of you who don't know. Direct comparisons, ironic winks, and subtle dedications or questioning of Apple's brand image. Samsung has mastered the denigration of his rival and does not hesitate to abuse in each of its advertisements. Okay, so basically they're just saying that Samsung in its advertisements keeps comparing itself to Apple. Now, Apple on the other hand, okay, a different but effective marketing strategy. Apple is and guys, I hope you're listening because I'm going to ask you later what you understood from both the things, okay? we'll have a discussion on this. Apple is valued for its design, a core value of the company. The aura of Steve Jobs still hangs in the brand universe, introducing the notion of worship. The reputation of Apple as it is today is based on the desire strategy that it sets up each product launch. The positioning of Apple, once formed by Jobs, still reaps its fruits today. The company cultivates the secret and maintains the loyalty of its followers, always more numerous to queue up in front of the Apple Store. Long leader in the smartphone market since the iPhone, Apple has been dethroned by Samsung. The release of the Galaxy S3 marked this gap, and the American brand had to reduce the production of the iPhone 5. In comparison, Samsung's marketing strategy is tough and powerful. Global advertising, the use of extreme and terribly expensive posters, or high impact audiovisual campaigns. The brand wants to be seen to become a leader. In 2013, nearly 14 billion was spent on marketing and advertising, enough to put eyes on it. Okay. So Samsung is banking on marketing when Apple plays all its cards on the design of its product. Its aggressive marketing has enabled it to become world leader and it to become a world leader and gain the largest number of market shares. From the beginning, the brand stood out with relatively low prices for smartphones and capabilities equal to those of the other side. The wide range Samsung devices are more attractive to techies attracted by open source, easy customization of mobile, innovative features, and technical capabilities. Recent smartphones and tablets of the brand are now positioned on the high end. The brand positioning of Samsung has been such that it has something for everyone, which wide array of products. Okay. Now, can anyone tell me a difference between a Samsung phone and an iPhone, and why someone who's so into an iPhone might not go into Samsung? Anybody? And I'm talking about the snob appeal factor.
Operating system.
Like, if you ask an iPhone user, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
आ रहा है
sir.
आवाज आ रहा है
No. I'm asking, like, if someone has an iPhone and you ask them, oh, iske baad to tum Android hi loge or something like that, then, they get very offended and they're like, no way, I'm like going to buy an Apple only. Why do you think that is? Why do you think Apple is able to retain the loyalty? Like, you were talking about retaining loyalty. Why do you think that is?
मैम वो जो प्रोसेसर
User
होता है
friendly.
वो तो Samsung
बात बोल
Features.
The brand image.
क्या क्रॉस हो जाता है?
5 years.
लॉन्ग रन में सॉफ्टवेयर अपडेट एप्पल ज्यादा देता है तो लोग एप्पल के लिए जाते हैं रीसेल वैल्यू भी एप्पल की ज्यादा प्रोसेसिंग पावर बहुत सही है ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के कारण यूजर इंटरफेस बहुत सही हो जाता है इसलिए एप्पल से एंड्रॉइड नहीं आते
But that's a techie thing. I'm talking about in other ways.
तो वही देखते फोन देखने के बाद ना ऑब्वियसली
बैटरी और
Camera
बैटरी भी
quality. Yes.
आजकल बैटरी नहीं देखते इतना फास्ट चार्जर देखते हैं
You guys are talking about the facts. I'm talking about the brand positioning.
It has made its brand in such a way that once you use it, like it has actually a luxury. Like once you start using it, you feel the luxury of using it. So more than the qualities, like some people like us, for example, a girl like me who's a teenager doesn't want all of these features really. Just wants the fact that oh, it's an iPhone because it's a brand. It adds to your luxury part of it and makes you want to show off. So that made its brand such like huge thing that people want to consider iPhone as a different thing and Android in all general as a different thing.
Exactly. So the Apple ecosystem, right? So number one, yeah, the ecosystem. Yeah. So it's created an ecosystem. Literally with the iOS 15 update, I have been so happy. I'm wearing my watch. I'm wearing the mask. Doesn't matter. मेरा ऐसे भी phone होता है ना, थोड़ा ऐसे ऐसे भी कर देती हूँ. It opens if I'm wearing my watch. Completely unlocks. If my watch is locked and my phone is unlocked, my watch automatically gets unlocked. I open my laptop. If I'm wearing my watch on my wrist, it automatically unlocks. Exactly. And I wasn't, when I like bought this, I wasn't aware of these features. But now you notice it's made my life so much more convenient that it'll be a very difficult thing for me to shift from this. Right? Think about the convenience. Then at the same time, I buy a new phone, I do absolutely nothing. I just sign into my Apple ID. Literally, that's it. Everything transferred here. If
Cloud,
anything
iCloud, iCloud से आ जाते हैं.
iCloud, everything iCloud. Same with whether it's my watch, whether it's my like phone, whether it's my laptop, iPad. It doesn't matter. One Apple ID, and like I have everything everywhere, right? So it's really sorry. Go ahead.
बट मैम सैमसंग के कारण एप्पल के लॉस भी हुए, तो अभी एप्पल इज फोकसिंग ऑन एक्सचेंजिंग ओल्ड डिवाइसेस, इज ऑफरिंग हेवी डिस्काउंट आल्सो, न्यू प्रोडक्ट एक्सचेंज, या बिकॉज इट वाज फेसिंग लॉसेस. या
Semiconductor.
शॉर्टेज हो गई.
What's the thing behind this? Interesting. I didn't know that. Seriously, that's insane. भाई मेरे लिए भी कुछ ऐसी डील मतलब ढूंढ get it from New York, can you find me a deal? If I have to get it from New York, can you find me a deal? वहाँ वहाँ पे 52,000 का है. ऐसा. चलो guys, अरे but let that be. I can't send my phone to New York now, ना. मैं वहाँ से सिर्फ मंगवा ही सकती हूँ. But another thing about brand position, I can wait for that. You're right. But सुनो तो यार मेरा brand positioning. ठीक है. So एक तो हमें ecosystem की बात करनी थी, and generally, okay, there's one fact about an iPhone which is not prevalent in a Samsung. It doesn't matter what product of Apple it is, whether it's an iPad, iWatch, Mac, MacBook Pro, any iPhone, whatever, right? You name it. You know that the consumer has, चाहे कोई भी मॉडल है, मतलब अगर iPhone 5 भी है या 6 भी है या 10 भी है, it doesn't matter what model it is. If I tell Bharti right now I have an iPhone or I have like some Apple product, she will know that I've spent a bomb on it, right? Now, if Vishesh is coming to me and he's telling me, oh यार देख मैंने Samsung का phone लिया है, ये वाला, ये phone है, ये Galaxy, ये है, वो है, ऐसे आएगा. I'll be like, whatever. चाहे उसने उसमें 80,000 ही spend ना करे हो, but the thing is that Samsung literally makes phones from like $2,000 or like 1,000. I don't even know, to be honest, because I never looked there. But now it makes phones from $2,000 to maybe like 80,000 ki range mein, right? But at the end of the day, I know that even though like most degraded nahi, but like the oldest model of an iPhone or like an Apple product is gonna cost a lot. Like we know that like the good phones, like the latest ones are like above 100,000. How many phones do you really think can do that? Can actually place their phones for 100,000? It's not anything that let's be honest, an Apple phone does not do anything too crazy that its predecessor model doesn't do, or any of the other smartphones cannot do. Okay, I'm just saying, of course, it has great features, sure, no doubt, but to position it at 1 lakh, it's not positioning it at 1 lakh because of the features. It's positioning it at 1 lakh only and only because of the brand. Okay, and this is what I'm telling you about building a brand, because I think I read somewhere that
इनोवेशन के लिए चाहिए उनको पैसे. They charge because they bring innovation so out of that.
Exactly. I'm sure they need I'm not saying that they don't need the money. They need the money for innovation and all, great. But I'm just saying that the actual cost of an iPhone, if you actually have to go buy your product, okay, it's inflated like how? Because I read somewhere that the whole assembly process, sub kuch from scratch to make an Apple product, it doesn't cost more than around like $189. And they sell it at like around $800, $900. Okay. So think about वो कितना ज़्यादा extra लेते हैं and लोग खरीदते हैं, because at the
मैम
same time
इंडिया में तो एक्स फैक्टर, वो भी टैक्स फैक्टर भी तो हो जाता है.
tax factor.
यस मैम.
Quite probable, yeah, you're right. Exactly. And it's very difficult to maintain your resolve. Like, I'm pretty sure like no company's graph goes like straight away like this. Okay. I'm sure that each company goes like this, then this. It's like good times and bad, right? And Samsung has like literally created a brand image where I told you again, 2000 rupees se leke 80,000 ka phone. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know the ranges that well. I just know that it's got a variety. Right. So during the tough
टेस्ला भी अभी
times,
वही कर रहा है मैम. टेस्ला भी वही कर रहा है. एप्पल ऐसे ही कर रहा है.
it's like maintaining its this
हाँ,
thing.
एक्सपेंसिव भी है और सही है. क्वालिटी, प्राइवेसी सब.
Good, exactly. So now the thing is, it's very difficult when when the market is down and you want to like start taking out some deals and this and that. तो मतलब यहाँ जब बहुत अच्छी भी deal होती है iPhone की, मतलब बहुत crazy deal भी होती है. It's not that crazy a deal, to be honest. Even when you see a deal for an iPhone, it's a good deal for an iPhone. It's not a good deal for a phone in general, right? So this is what I'm talking about, having a brand voice, having a brand personality. Now, चाहे कितना भी tough time है, Apple इतनी गंदी वाली sale दे ही नहीं सकता. It can't like position its phone at the same prices as the other things. Otherwise, it'll spoil the way that people view the brand Apple. Fair enough. So this is how you like maintain a brand image. Okay. Now moving on, let's talk about refining headlines. Okay. So on the average, 5 times as many people read the headline as read the copy. Okay, so when you have written your headline, you have actually spent 80 cents out of your dollar, right? Because your headline is going to automatically determine if the other person is going to read your entire thing. Okay, and so that's why there are going to be like a few tips on copywriting effective headlines. Okay, and you can either write the copy first. Okay, then pull out the strongest phrases to use as headlines and subheadings. This will ensure that your headline also matches your copy. Like, I think if you guys have seen a lot of the magazines, what do? Pura article hota hai, but there are some quotes which are part of the thing only, but wo aise side mein aise bold karke likh dete hain, right? Why is that? Because those are the things that catches your eye, right? Then you should opt for straightforward, simple headlines over very tricky or clever ones. So at least the person understands what you're saying. Remember the 4 U's when choosing a headline. The 4 U's have to be urgent, unique, useful, and ultra specific. Okay, urgent, unique, useful, and ultra specific. In the sense, don't beat around the bush. Okay, point pe aao bhai, bolna kya hai? Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. So urgent in the sense you need to make sure that the person feels like, oh, I need this and I need it now, right? in the sense if someone talks about a sale particularly, right? So if they kind of say, okay, it's a Diwali sale, then you know that it's only there for a limited period, right? So that actually creates like urgency. That's how you create urgency, by telling someone that, okay, this offer is not on the table for a very long time. Okay, it's one of the best sales techniques that are actually out there. Okay, then unique, again, you can do that by endorsing your unique selling proposition. Useful का तो मैंने वो भी बता ही दिया है. Okay, then you should at the same time paint a vivid picture, or you can also stimulate an intense emotion. Okay, and these will actually grab attention and add interest at the same time, and they can instantly convey the most important benefit. Okay, so mainly, how do you like paint a vivid picture or stimulate an intense emotion? In the headline only. Okay, in the headline only, you can give like you know, like drugs found here, here, here. 15 kids overdosed. Okay, you get scared. You're like, oh, my kid could also be part of this person, or like, human trafficking found here, here, here. 15 people dead. When you like use these kind of headlines, and people get more like aroused, like they get their fear gets aroused, right? So these kind of headlines.
They
Other
get
than
into
that,
shock, no, and they get interesting then.
yeah, they actually get really
Yes,
shocked.
yes.
Now, my point being, since these are the last 5 minutes, you guys can exchange numbers. पहले तुम लोग एक अपना everyone में डाल दो numbers जिसको जो चाहिए. Let me pause this thing.
Recording stopped.
जिसको जिसके numbers देने हैं ले लो अब.
बाकी लोग लीव कर सकते हैं.
हम्म 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 This is last year. This is last year. Acha, I didn't know they didn't even give AirPods too. Wow. So they just had to like nikalify it. Like अभी खुद ही देख लो, Amazon का जो iPhone XR है 32,000 का है, और iPhone 11 42,000 का है. ये तो कुछ नहीं, फिर मतलब फिर Apple standard. Exactly. I think maybe there will be like a slight sale for Diwali, but it'll be again on the iPhone 11 because you're right. They have a very heavy sale on the iPhone 11. iPhone 12 पे नहीं है इतनी sale. कुछ नहीं
Well,
impact
उनका
iPhone.
12 मिनी फेल हो गया था ना, कोई खरीद ही नहीं रहा था
Mini पे
12
है, mini पे है sale.
फेल
He's
हो गया
right.
तो इसलिए करना पड़ रहा है उनको.
Yeah, but no, not really. It was actually famous because of its sleekness, not the chota size. How tiny is this? Are you serious? I can't even imagine using this phone anymore. Like, hmm. But this would be the mini one. This not this. This would be mini. The XS or something. Sorry, what 6S? 6S, 7, there's that. Either way, guys, should we end the class now? Should we end the class?
Yes.
Ruko, let me open my this thing. I'll tell you what time class will be. Class वैसे होएगी तो. रुको. Let me open my timetable. I think tomorrow class will be 7:30 to 8:30. ठीक है? Class tomorrow 7:30 to 8:30. ठीक है? See you. Bye guys.